myself this way? Well, if you do, I recommend you stop doing that because it is grammatically incorrect. The correct way to introduce yourself is I am Reena or my name is Reena. So hi, I am Reena and I am your communication expert. I believe that communication is the key to success and therefore happiness, whether it is your personal or your professional life. Through my videos, which are in the form of mini lessons, I will help you communicate with an impact. Today's lesson is about I, me and myself. Well, it's not about me, but it's about the pronouns I, me and myself. To understand the rules of I, me and myself, first let us understand some wrong ways in which I, me and myself are used. Some of these examples are myself Reena, as I already told you. Myself will call you tomorrow. I've heard people saying this. Kiran and me are having a coffee. Kajal brought some chocolate for Kiran and I. Now let us understand what are the correct ways of using I, me and myself. The first rule is never start a sentence with myself or me. So if you are the subject of the verb, that means if you are the one performing the verb, performing the action, your sentence should start with I. Okay, now let us look at these previous examples. Myself Reena. Our sentence cannot start with myself, so it will be I am Reena. Myself will call you tomorrow. Again, your sentence cannot start with myself, and you are the one performing the action, performing the verb. So the sentence will be I will call you tomorrow. So I is the subject here, okay, and will call is the verb, is the action, and I is the one performing the action. So your sentence will be I will call you tomorrow. The next example, Kiran and me are having coffee. Now in this example there are two subjects, Kiran and me. Now how do I understand whether I use I, me or myself here? Now when there are plural subjects, many people make the mistake of using me or myself here. Okay, now imagine if there was just one person, if Kiran were not there. Would I say me is having coffee or would I say myself is having coffee? Now we just learned that to start a sentence with me or myself is wrong. So the pronoun to be used here is I. Okay, so it will be Kiran and I are having coffee. Now can it be I and Kiran are having coffee? It may be grammatically, but out of politeness, we should be putting the other person first. That is again a rule of thumb. So it is Kiran and I are having coffee. So to summarize, use I if you are the subject of the verb. The next rule is use me when you are the object of the verb. Now see the next example. Kajal brought some chocolate for Kiran and I. Now who is the object of the verb here? It's Kiran and I. Kiran and I are not the subject this time. And who is the subject? Yes, that's right, it's Kajal. Okay. Now when you are the object of the verb, you are supposed to use me. Again, many people get confused when there are plural objects. So use the same trick again. Imagine Kiran is not there. Would I say Kajal brought some chocolate for I? No, I would say Kajal brought some chocolate for me. So, and again we have to use the rule of thumb for putting the other person first. So Kajal brought some chocolate for Kiran and me. That's the correct way to use me. So let's come to myself. When do you use myself? Let's see this with the help of a few new examples. I hurt myself while running. I made myself some coffee. I will deliver the cake myself. Now this is the rule for using myself. Pay attention carefully as myself is the most misused pronoun. So the rule is you use myself only and only if you have already referred to yourself before using the pronoun myself. Sounds a bit confusing. Just see those examples again and you will realize that before the pronoun myself, the pronoun I is present in the sentence. So, I hurt myself while running. I will deliver the cake myself. I made some coffee for myself. So, the rule is use myself only if you have referred to yourself beforehand in the sentence. So, to recap, use I if you are the subject of the verb, that is the performer of the action. Use me if you are the object of the verb, that is the receiver of the action. Use myself if you have already referred to yourself beforehand, or technically if you are both the subject and the object of the verb, which is the performer and the receiver of the action. If you found this mini lesson useful, make sure you like, comment and share this video and subscribe to my channel. It's all in the language.